ให้ถือเหมือนเดิม
See how that goes. Awesome. So here you go, Tan, you're here. Hi, everyone. I am using set up 2 camera angles on here, and ooh, fun! So I have my hubby on a phone, so this way he can actually be zooming into things, in and out, and we shall see how this goes. Okay. I am super excited. First and foremost, I'm so excited to be here today to share with you our next kit. This kit's going to be available next week, and I love getting to showcase it to you. I think we might have an issue. Internet เข้าออกตลอด. And if it doesn't work, then we'll go live on one of them.ของยูมีรูปไหม?
มีของ I think it look
yours is working. Okay. Then we'll just keep going on your phone. That would be awesome. Okay.
I see too.
I see. Thank you. Okay. So today we're going to be doing our miso soup kit. We have our fried rice kit. And we have our cashew chicken kit. Super organized, pre-prepped for you and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and start to put this seaweed in some water because it needs to just chill in some water for about 10 minutes or so before we put it in our hot water over here. And hi everyone. My name is Nikky Watana of Nikky Feeding Souls, the owner and founder of Asian Mint Restaurant, and I am just so honored to be able to inspire you through food, culture, and virtual travel right now. Just to keep everyone in positive spirit. You know, we're always looking for something to do. And this way I get to connect with you. I miss seeing people, you know, in real life, just not being able to be in the restaurant or traveling, but I am at home hanging out with my family like most of you are, and I get to cook with all of you. So here we have, now if you want to zoom into here, out of the miso kit, which comes with some fresh tofu, we have our miso paste mix and some green onions. The 2-3 things you need to do here, you should have a pot of water, 4 cups of water. I'm going to go ahead and start that, get it boiling. We're just going to add the miso paste, let it dissolve everything, and voila, you add the tofu, you add the seaweed, and you are good to go. So, and the next one, we'll start on the fried rice. But in the meantime, like almost every kit, we have a set of fried rice. And this is 2 cups of fried rice, which will cook up to 4 cups of fried rice. And I highly recommend everyone to get a rice cooker, as I have back here. Super easy to use. Here is the insert. They're not expensive at all. I think they're like about $29.99. Can go to $39, $49. Totally up to what size you're looking for. Really, really simple. And they have lines inside of these rice pots to tell you the level of water you need to use per the rice cooker that you get. So I'm just going to rinse the rice one. I'm very Thai. We're all about cleaning and rinsing rice. A lot of times when I grew up, it said to rinse rice around 3 times until the water runs fairly clear. Just getting off that excess starch or anything that could have been left behind. So I'm going to do it twice. This rice looks pretty clean. And I'm going to add the rice up to line 2. This process takes about 20 minutes or so. And in the meantime, this whole cooking class should take about 30 minutes. Sometimes I get going and start talking. We go for about an hour, but that's just some fun times. Hope to entertain you to pre-dinner time. I love starting at the 5:30 time period. So here we are. My water level is at the 2 mark right there. So I'm going to make sure that the outside of my pot is nice and dry. That's where the electrical side comes in. And put it in the rice cooker. Close it and turn it on. Love it. I'm going to press white rice. It's going to hopefully think and then start. There we go. I'm going to try this again. My water is starting to boil. My seaweed has rehydrated. Smells like seaweed water. Actually just took me back to an ocean feel. Let me come back over here. See if I can get back in if need be. My water's boiling. I'm going to go ahead and add our miso paste. So in this miso paste, if you haven't had miso, it is fermented soybean from Japan called miso. And it's so easy nowadays. You can make salad dressing. You can make noodle soup with the miso base. You can make this one just in particular is an appetizer portion of the miso soup. And I'm just gonna stir that a little bit and turn my water down because it's a little bit overboiling. Secondly, let the miso paste dissolve. And it is really easy and really simple to do, but man, it feeds the soul. Okay, I'm just gonna let that come back to a low boil. Let me turn it back up. Just really make sure that the miso paste has completely dissolved. And in the meantime, I'm gonna cut my garnish, which is my green onions, and cube my tofu. So there's a little bit of residual water from the tofu. This is firm tofu. Quick rinse. I'm Asian, I like to rinse everything. And also the green onions. In this kit, whenever you get, most of the time you'll need a cutting board, a knife, some scissors to open up the packets. And if you have rice, a fried rice kit or a noodle kit, you will most likely also need some eggs and some oil to fry things in. I'm going to cut them in rectangles. In the Japanese restaurants or even in my place, we cut them into cubes. So you would basically just do one more cut this way if you like. I'm going to do it both ways. And tofu is already cooked. You do not need to worry about it being a raw protein. I'm going to cut them off. They're actually kind of cute. My kids also like miso soup, which is nice. Getting some soup into them. Oh, my soup has also, again, come back to board. These burners are so nice and hot. It is awesome. Okay, I'm putting in my tofu. And apologies, I feel like my laptop internet connection is not as great as my iPhone. So I'm actually glad that I have 2 angles going on. And we're going to see how that goes. Here we go. Now I'm going to chop my green onions for garnish. So how has everyone been? We are on quarantine week 7. It's Thursday. We have one more day till Friday. Sometimes to a lot of people, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. For me, it still does because my kids have school, online school, Monday through Friday, which is nice. One of them does, the other one doesn't. So I still have to keep track of the day of the week to make sure we're doing what we need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add our wagame or seaweed. It has pretty much been rehydrated. Oh, it's so beautiful. This color, this green color is so pretty. I love it. I'm going to do a quick stir and grab a ladle. My Thai ladle here. Smells awesome. And you're done. So I'm going to go ahead and serve this up. This is 4 cups of water, so it would give you technically 4 portions, which is going to over this pot right here. I'm going to leave it right here. Add some more seaweed and tofu. And if you are making this at home and you have family members who are so hungry and they start smelling this yummy food and they're just like, I need something now. This is a good way as an aperitif to get them, calm down, get something in their system, get their soul fed, and then you can go on and making the next 2 things that you need to do, which is now the fried rice and our cashew chicken. Some extra green onions there. Ta-da. Okay. Let me bring over my cool wok here. Thank you, Tan. Okay. I like to keep my area nice and clean. So I'm going to throw in all of my green onions here and take away this and get set up for the next kit. How easy was that? Was that not easy? Super easy. Okay. I want to work on our fried rice. Our fried rice has a longer residual heat when you stir fry something with rice or noodles versus something that just has vegetable and protein. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. First things first, you need to separate all the compartments. What I see here is that we are going to have to go grab my rice in the refrigerator. So the rice kit comes in 2 separate packs. You have all your veggies right here, and then you have your rice separate. So let me go grab that real quick. Even though you're making fresh rice, that's to go with your cashew chicken. But we also decided to go ahead and give you some cooked rice as well, just in case you happen to make the rice and it became either too soggy, too wet, too dry. This, in a way, we're kind of quality controlling to make sure that when you make your fried rice, it's going to turn out more or less like how we make it at the restaurant. So this is already pre-cooked jasmine rice. I took it straight out of the refrigerator. You think I should warm this up a little bit? Nah, we're gonna do straight up. I'm gonna keep it simple, keep it easy. And I'm gonna have this open right here. We have your fried rice sauce. If you prefer it to be gluten-free, you can make that request when you do your ordering. If you prefer to do non-seafood, just say that I'm allergic to shellfish. We'll probably put some chicken in there instead. And then we have these beautiful garlic cloves that my favorite part has already been peeled. I don't like to peel garlic so much. It's not hard. Just not one of my favorite things because then you start feeling like garlic all day, all night. And then, the popular vegetables that, when you order Thai fried rice, it's going to have some tomatoes, it's going to have some onions, it's going to have garlic. If it doesn't have tomatoes, onions, and garlic, that is not a Thai fried rice. This pack has our white onions, yellow onions already cut. I'm gonna cut one of them as a garnish and then the other one as to go inside. So if you've ever noticed our fried rice in the restaurant, we have our green onions or scallions cut two ways. One is about an inch to 2 inch long, and that goes into your fried rice. And the other one is a garnish, which is cut super more of a really thinly sliced green onions to go right on top to add a beautiful green color to your dish. There you go. So I'm gonna move and leave that right there. I love onions. One thing that I was thinking to myself the other day, I am on a few Zoom calls a day, and the funny part is I'm eating a lot of garlic, a lot of onions. I'm cooking at home a lot, and man, thank goodness for Zoom because you can't smell my breath. And I just, it was a funny thought in my brain the other day. Totally unrelated to any of this, but just wanted to share. Okay, so we have our oil. We have, let me chop up the garlic because that's one of the first thing that goes in with your egg. There's like 5 cloves in here and they're big, so I'm gonna probably use around 3. Not to go overboard. Again, this kit is, I think we're very generous with the amount of food that we put in here. It will feed, if you cook all 3 things at one meal, it is enough for a family of 4. Or if you are a household of 2 or less, this kit will last you 2 to 4 meals. So you can technically cook half of the miso soup or cook all of it and then just refrigerate it and warm it up the next day for the other half. And you can have just the fried rice as one meal, top it off with an extra fried egg, which is one of my favorite things. Or, and the next day, you can have your cashew chicken with some white rice on the next day. So there you go. You can have lunch and then dinner, or dinner and lunch, or 2 dinners, however you like it. It is an awesome, awesome kit. Okay, so what you need from your pantry for your fried rice is some oil and some eggs. So let me go grab my eggs quick. So in this recipe, we're going to use 2 eggs, our oil, and our veggies. I have my fire on low. I'm going to turn it to about medium heat, and I'm going to start on our fried rice. Here we go. So here we go. About a couple of tablespoons of oil. And then for fried rice with shrimp, our shrimp is pre-cooked, so I don't have to really worry about it. It's parboiled, not cooked all the way, but almost there. And for first timers, and actually it's just kind of become a habit. Normally in Thailand, when we cook really fast. And we would put in the garlic followed by the egg. But in this case, I am going to, I'm going to put in the egg. Somebody's at the front door. I'm going to go ahead and put in the egg. And I'm going to follow it with our garlic. Let's see if I can get this one going. I have it on low, so let me turn up my heat. So as my egg is cooking, you want to scramble it. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in my garlic. I love garlic. Garlic, honestly, it just, feeds my soul, personally. Smells so good. Once your egg's about halfway cooked, you go ahead and throw in your shrimp. This is already boiled, so in a way we're kind of warming it up, cooking it a little bit more, and through this whole process it's going to get cooked with the rice as we stir fry it up. I'm turning my heat up a little bit more. I like the sizzle. I like the sound. I like the fire and fun. In the restaurant, when we make fried rice, it is about 30 times hotter than our wok at home. Or if you don't have a wok, use a non-stick skillet, a large one. That should work. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in our rice. Our rice is still cold. And you want to semi-gently kind of separate. Oh, it smells so good. If you want this process to go even faster, you can throw in the rice into the microwave, probably about 30 seconds or so, just to kind of have it pre-separated. This way I'm going to get some hard rice. Separate it a little bit, and I am all about not using a lot of dishes so that I don't have to constantly be washing a lot of dishes. I feel like most of my time has been gone away with kitchen cleaning and the minimal cleaning, the minimal washing that I can do, the better for me. Okay. Make sure all your rice grains are separated. I'm giving it a lot of love. Oh, it smells so good. My dog is here because my dog is now smelling the yummy food. What's up, Pepper? Smells good. Yeah. Licking her lips. Like, yeah, I smell it, Mommy. It smells yummy. Can you please drop something right about now? She's been getting a lot of love lately because everybody's been home. She is loving it. Go on walks. It's been really nice. Okay, here we go. Thai fried rice. Oh, looking beautiful. You got your eggs mixed in. And now I am going to add my sauce and my veggies. Here. Woo, smells good. I want it all. Ooh, I smell the soy sauce. If you see clumps of rice, just kind of gently separate it so that it really gets to absorb all the yummy sauce. Throw in my yellow onions, sweet onions, and tomatoes. And in this part, you probably don't want to be smashing your tomatoes too much, but just a little works. And let me tell you why. Thai fried rice always has tomatoes and onions. First time I had fried rice, I was like, why is there tomato in it? I know a lot of people don't like to have tomato in their fried rice, but at the end of the day, it adds another layer of flavor. It has that, layer of a little bit of sweetness, tartness that you get from the tomato. And the onions also add another layer of flavor. So there you go. She's like, feed me, feed me. And you're done. Once you stir fry and the rice is nice and dry, you want to turn off your heat. Can you zoom in on my beautiful fried rice? Thank you so much. And like any good cook like yourself, you need to try your food. So good. So good. Okay. I'm going to dish it out in this big plate. Oh, so good. Now I just want to eat it. I want to eat it all. Can you zoom in on this plate right here as I plate this? I even stole some plates from the restaurant to give the full effect of our dishes, to let you know that these kits aren't exactly as how I would be doing it, or how you would definitely get it at the restaurant. What'd you say, Dan? Garnish it with some green onions, and you are all set. Ta-da! Easy peasy, and it smells so good. Okay, next I am have the fire off. I'm gonna move this wok over here, and then I think I'm gonna grab a pan instead. welcome to the Cashew Chicken. I see some comments. Hi guys, I see Julie. The fried rice is a kid's favorite for sure. My kids love fried rice in addition to the pad see ew, the chicken satay, you know, those are all good kid favorites. I got all the areas situated, and now I have our cashew chicken set. So we have our sauce up top, we have our cashews, we have our chicken, and a mix of vegetables. What I love about this one, when we were deciding to put this kit together, we're like, they don't need to be chopping anything else. They just want to open this up, cook it, and eat it. We could send it where you're chopping off, you know, cabbage, green onions, yellow onions, carrots, and mushrooms. We're like, no, we're just gonna send it like this so that all you have to do is open it up and throw it in the pan. I'm going to move all my sauce down. And as you've noticed, how easy this has been. It's easy, it's fast, and you get the feel as if you were having this in the restaurant. How awesome is that? I'm gonna go ahead and open our chicken. It is parboiled. It is not completely cooked, so please make sure you have your chicken cooked all the way when you're making this. And I have my veggies. So all you need in your house would then again be some oil. You're gonna add a couple of tablespoons of oil to your pan, heat it back up, and the garlic. The extra garlic that I got. I'm going to chop that up and use it in our cashew chicken. I think the kit will probably make sure to separate the garlic, so you know to probably use it separately just in case you end up using it all. Like, why did you give me so much garlic? It says 2 cloves. There's like 5 cloves in there. So my chef was packing this, and he was probably thinking, oh, let me just put it all together in one for her. So there you go. I knew something was up. Okay. My garlic is chopped. Oh, it does smell good though. It smells good. Okay. I see my oil glycering. It's getting hot. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic. Guys, I have to tell you, this gas thingy, it is hot and it gets hot fast. So if you are having trouble getting your stuff heated up, go get one of these. We use it in our cooking class, and it's just been so nice to not have to be turning back around and going to my stove and coming back over here. So we decided to set it up all right here. So I'm not turning around. My guy can have a camera right on the pan, easily front view for you. If only you could smell this. Smell so good. Okay. Oh, yum, yum. So I want my chicken cooked thoroughly before I add in my veggies. Whoopsie. Lost the chicken there. Okay. Huh? It's all good? So another thing is I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of water for steaming. So I'm adding my veggies, pre-rinsed, pre-washed, pre-cut for you. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. I think it says about 1 or 2 tablespoons in the recipe. Just going to cook my veggies down. The one thing I can say, the difference between cooking it in a pan versus a wok is that I'm feeling the splatter of oil, but when it was in the wok, I don't. So I feel a little safer in the wok. I didn't use all my water. So I'm going to make sure my cabbage gets cooked. Oh, I smell the garlic. I smell the onions getting caramelized. And the sound itself. When you're cooking, you want to use all your senses. And what's really awesome is use your sight, use your ears, use your nose, and then use your taste buds. You can taste it all. It's a whole different experience when you get to cook your own food, chop your own food, It's just so awesome. I smell now the cabbage. I smell the snow peas actually, the carrots, the sweetness of all these vegetables that it adds another layer of flavor into the dish. If you have extra vegetables laying around and you want to add broccoli or whatever, feel free. Feel free to do so. So here we go. I have our chili soy sauce. Adding this in. I want all of it. All of it. And oh, smells so yummy. Oh, my favorite part of cooking, honestly. You get to see the things come to life and how it was meant to be eaten. You know, this particular cabbage ended up in my plate, on my frying pan, going to go in my mouth to feed my soul. Look how beautiful the color is. Oh, right about now, I'm going to start adding the cashews. I didn't add them right at the beginning because I don't want them to be too soggy. I like my cashews still crunchy, but I'm just going to coat it with the sauce. This way it gets that flavor. And voila. It is done. When do you know that it's done? I would gauge it by the cabbage. You know, you have the thick part of the cabbage, and if it looks like has gotten soft, I still, again, like my veggies still crunchy. So I'm going to turn off my heat right now. Ooh, look at that steam. So awesome. So awesome. Okay, here we go. You guys, if you have any questions, just keep putting them in the comments, and I will reply to them in a little bit. But I've just been on a roll. I see you guys coming in, commenting. I have, Danielle, all the way from New Zealand. Ooh, I miss you, girl. Truly do miss you. She used to live in Dallas, which is pretty awesome. Okay. There you go. We have cashew chicken. I made 3 dishes before my rice cooker was done with my rice. So that's how fast this meal prep can happen for you. And look, what have I dirtied? I've dirtied a wok, a pan, a couple of spatulas. All of this can go in the dishwasher. So now it's just the plate. So if you're like totally in the mood that you don't want to be washing anything, conserve it in paper plates. I don't recommend it. This really gives you the feel of Asian cooking right in your house. So serve it on beautiful plates. Life is short. This is the time where you get to enjoy all your beautiful belongings and just yumminess. I love cabbage, so when I taste, I'm tasting cabbage. Leaving the protein to my fam, going in for another bite. It's just this sweet, spicy, yumminess. So good. I haven't had this in a long time. And the way that we pair our kits is we have a nice, yummy miso soup to feed your soul, start you off, warm you up. We have a palate flavor from the fried rice and good spice from your cashew chicken. And there you go. I have enough food to feed 4 people right here. If I wanted to, I'm going to call out my kids. Somehow, they're watching some Mulan right now. We're going through our Disney Channel. And if you have any questions, again, this kit is going to be available starting on Monday. You can actually go to our website right now and pre-order it, and you can pick it up next Wednesday. In the meantime, we have our current kit still for sale, which is the Mother's Day kit as well. And in that kit, you have shrimp, chicken, basil. You have, I'm blanking out, Asian noodle salad, edamame. And for the Mother's kit, you also get a set of pineapple mimosa with candied ginger that we candied in-house. So I'm super excited. And what else? You guys, please also go to my YouTube channel at Nikky Feeding Soul when you have time so I can feed your soul through a beautiful episodes of me traveling through Thailand and feeding your soul.
You want that set for the Mother Day too?
Do I want what?
That set?
Do I want that set? Yes.
I ordered one for you.
Can you order one for me? We've been trying to decide. We need to do for Mother's Day. And I literally have been thinking about our Mother's Day kit. Funny enough. I'm like, it's so easy. It's just fresh food. Knox has been eating it because I've been making it at home and testing the recipes. And he now likes shrimp and chicken basil. He wants it for dinner. He wants it for lunch. He wants it for breakfast. Goes really well with the fried rice. So there you go. And when you're ordering these kits, I highly recommend you to grab some Drama Queen. It is so yummy. We have our basil flavor, which is an Asian Mint exclusive. We have the original. It is a crispy chili garlic. Goes good on everything, not just Thai food. It goes really good on burgers, steaks, fries, pasta, and pizza. I do not eat pizza without Drama Queen anymore. Your life will be forever changed. And in the meantime, what else can you buy from that area? It's a whole different site. You can get these kits. You can get Drama Queen. You can get our sauces. So you can cook other things at home. Use it for anything you want to just Asianize your home cooking. And also, I have these beautiful earrings that I also offer on sale because I have people asking me all the time, how can I love your earrings? Can I get some earrings? And I have beautiful necklaces. So there you go. I am trying to feed your soul as much as possible to spread positivity and light and inspiration through food, culture, and virtual travel at the moment. So y'all, thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited. I've been streaming this on the Asian Mint Facebook page, my Nikky Feeding Soul Facebook page, and also my YouTube for the first time going live. So thank y'all for joining my YouTube live. Please subscribe, follow, like, get notified, click on the bell. Just so excited to be able to see my dream come to fruit, that I can be communicating with you from a world of love. Oh, the race is done. There you go. That's my timer. So thank you so much again for joining my live. And y'all have a beautiful, wonderful day. ขอบคุณค่ะ Bye.
How you turn it off?
I'm going to end the broadcast here.